Hey YouTube, I just want to give my 2 cents about this whole Iggy Azalea thing. As most of you may know, she is an Australian rapper an Australian female rapper, a female Australian rapper, in whatever order that's supposed to be, who raps in a very rugged voice. And I've personally never heard any music by Iggy Azalea before Fancy. I've heard about her in the media, of course. You know, she's T.I.'s protege and a few suspect tweets. But I never actually heard her rap. But when I did, I didn't think... of course, I was taken aback. Like, I didn't expect that, but I didn't wonder why she raps like that. But, apparently, K. Michelle was offended. Which is, you know, it's fine. If she's offended, that's fine. But I wanted to speak on the actual reason she gives. She gives 2 reasons in the interview. She says the first reason is because just breathing patterns. It's just not the same speaking as when you sing or rap, of course. It's just not the same. Of course, her accent would be removed. So we wouldn't hear the Australian accent as much anyway when she raps. I'm no longer quoting her. Yeah, but she also exaggerates it a little because she believes that that's her medium. Don't look at me picking my pimple on video. Oh, Lord, I have to make this over. She just believes her voice is her medium. And you know how you are sometimes watching a video or reading an interview or watching an interview and you're like, I wish they would say this. Like, use this example. This is perfect. And I wish she would have mentioned Nicki Minaj, because Nicki Minaj is a rapper who understands that her voice is a medium. She absolutely uses it to accentuate her music, her words, you know, to get her point across. And I really wish she had used Nicki Minaj as an example. So people would understand what it means to use your voice as a medium. So I'm not offended by Iggy Azalea. You know, I'll buy that. I will buy that from her. I will buy it. I'm not offended by her speaking in that manner. What I am offended by is the generalization. Now, K. Michelle, she didn't generalize. She said she was personally offended, and that's fine. I think it was absolutely okay with her to voice that. I don't think it was okay for Perez to, I don't know why he felt the need to respond to her. I really don't. I don't want to speak on that. I really don't know why he felt the need to respond to her. But the article itself, I read another article where it posed the question, is it wrong, being that black people, the way black people speak has been seen as uneducated throughout the years, is it okay for a white person to make it in this industry speaking like a black person? The problem I have with that is the generalization. Black people never want to be lumped up. Don't generalize, that's racist, but constantly we are generalizing. Constantly we are perpetuating these negative stereotypes about ourselves. Who says black people speak that way? Who says black people speak? That's a stereotype. That is a stereotype. Black people like fried chicken. Black people like what? Let me tell you something. I'm not a fan of watermelon. I'm very particular. Watermelon has to be cold, which it really is, because who's going to fit a whole watermelon into the refrigerator? So I'm not a big fan of watermelon. That's a stereotype. Do you guys understand what that is? That's a stereotype. So you get mad if a white person were to generalize and say, oh, this is how all black people speak. If Iggy Azalea were to say, I speak this way because, you know, I like black people or I want to imitate black people, that would be offensive. Or if anyone else were to say, you know, were to be, you know, just in a mocking form, I'm sounding like a black person. Oh, that's offensive. All black people don't sound that way. Yada, yada, yada. But if you see, now that you see Iggy Azalea in this industry rapping in this manner, she's sounding like a black person. Like, no, she's sounding like you maybe. Apparently she sounds like people from Memphis. I've never been there. Iggy Azalea is not speaking like me. She's not speaking like a black person. Because there's no way that black people speak. Just like there's no way that white people speak, no way that Asians speak. You know, there's no way that black people speak. Really, how you speak is more conducive to your environment than your skin color. That's really a main factor where you're from. Is the accent that you have, how you speak, of course. Why would you generalize? That's a negative thing. That's something negative. Oh, all black people speak that way. And now you're perpetuating the stereotype. Oh, she's making it in the industry speaking like a black person. She ain't speaking like me. She's speaking like somebody apparently from Memphis, Tennessee. Or whatever other parts of the South. Or, you know, whoever, whatever part of the regions, whoever speaks that way, in that manner. But that's not black people. That's people of that region. You get what I'm saying? Don't generalize. I feel like that's unnecessary. And I feel like there are bigger battles to fight. I feel like we're reaching with this one. There are just too many greater injustices for us to be trying to fight a little battle like this. This isn't even a battle. You get what I'm saying? This is something that we could manifest into a battle if we would like it to, but we need to save our energies for the bigger injustices in this world. And that's not her rapping like a so-called black person. She's rapping like, insert region here, but not a skin color. I think given Iggy Azalea's history, especially, her not so subtly racist tweets, this is not the battle we need to be fighting. This is not the time we need to be outraged. Why wasn't anyone more outraged with the what was it, the slave master's comment? I forget it. I always go blank. Or her tweet, something to the effect of, I'll try to insert it here, something to the effect of, is it okay that I'm more comfortable now that I'm not hearing Mexican voices anymore, blah blah, whatever. This is not the battle I'm going to, this is not the event where I'm going to be outraged, where I'm going to feel like I need to, you know, say something. This is not it. I'm not gonna, this is not a battle to be fought. You have to choose your battles carefully, especially in this age. We're not taken seriously as a race in a lot of aspects, and we're not making it any better when we try to jump the gun and cry wolf and take offense to everything. Not everything is offensive, and when something is actually offensive, it's not taken seriously because it's like, oh, another thing black people are offended by. I'm gonna wait. I don't need to wait. There are too many injustices happening right now, today, for me to not be offended by the way Iggy Azalea is rapping. When she is an artist who uses her voice as a medium, I will buy that. I will take that because I've seen what she tweets. I've seen what else goes on in the world. And it's not even what she tweets. Like I said, it's not her personally. Just there are things bigger than Iggy Azalea, period. For black people, this is not a battle that black people need to fight. This is an instance where we're reaching. Let it go. There are bigger injustices. Save your breath. There are real wars to be won. That's my 2 cents. Later.